Thanks for joining us on Action Bets, everybody. NCAA football, week 4. We made it. Captain is on a roll right here. We're going to be talking NCAA bets. Stay tuned right here. Action Bets coming at you.
Touchdown! There's no way that just happened. How you doing, everybody? Week 4 in college football. And just to remind you, 3-0 this year on college football, but it gets better this week. We got 2 solid picks for you this week. Tommy, who do you like this week?
Well, Captain, I haven't been as hot as you, but let's go get right into it. I like the Oklahoma State, Texas. I like the over here in this game, and let me tell you why. Texas losing to LSU in a battle last week, but that was a high-scoring game. Yeah, and they're not going to have any easier task going against Oklahoma State's offense. This is one of the most dynamic offenses in the country. I'm talking Tylan Wallace, 390 yards receiving as he's leading the country in receiving. Chuba Hubbard. Love that name.
Chuba Hubbard.
521 yards rushing, leading the NCAA. So they have 2 of the top leaders here in football on their squad. Oklahoma State going up against Texas. And guess what? Oklahoma State, their weakness is their defense. So I expect Texas, Oklahoma State to just be duking it out. The over, Captain, it started off at -70. It is now currently -73, but I'm going to still go with that.
73. Wow. You're going to take the over.
I'm going over 73, baby.
I do like that quarterback in Texas, Erlanger, a heck of a quarterback. He's headed for the NFL. You know, looking at these games today, I was looking at games for Saturday, and I was looking. I could not figure out. You've got number 7 Notre Dame going to number 3 Georgia. I know Georgia's a powerhouse, but they're giving up 14 points if you take the hook. Now, that's the thing you got to do. If you bet 80% flat bets, 20% on parlays. Don't bet any bigger than a 3-team parlay. But when you're making your flat bets and when you have a situation to where you can get an extra half point, that's called the hook. You pay an extra 10% on the VIG. So you'd have it -120 plus 14.5 with Notre Dame. And that quarterback in Notre Dame reminds me of Johnny Manziel, but I'm not going there. I'm going to the West Coast, the best coast, because I've got 2 games at night, and it wasn't last night. The first one's going to be Washington State going against UCLA late at 7:30 out here on the West Coast, giving up 18.5. UCLA still hasn't showed me anything. San Diego State beat them. That says enough for me. I look for a blowout. Number 19, Washington State at home, -18.5. That's going to be my 5-unit flat bet. Wow. Tommy, who's your second bet in college football?
Yeah, 5 units there, Captain. You know what? I'm going to be staying in California here. I'm actually going to be going to Utah versus USC. And guess what? I'm not going with the Trojans. That's not USC. I like Utah here. -4 here currently. They look like they're the best team in the Pac-12. They got a quarterback named Tyler Huntley, and this guy knows how to get the ball to the receiver. 602 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And they also have a really nice running back and has 373 yards, 4 touchdowns, and that's Zach Mass. So their offense on Utah looks solid, and their defense only allowing 9.5 points per game. Yeah, playing a little weak competition, but USC not looking this tough this year. USC losing to BYU. Captain had them last week. Their quarterback threw 3 interceptions, and they're going to be up to a tough hill battle this week. Clay Helton, the USC coach, his job's on the line, so he's coaching for his job probably here. But I think Utah is too good this year. -4, their offense I think is going to be rolling, and their defense is going to keep them right where they need to be. So I'm going to take Utah -4, Captain.
You know, Utah is a good team. It's on its way up. Solid program. Another solid program, Utah State. And Utah State's going into San Diego this week. San Diego's a mythical 3-0 right now because Weber State, they beat UCLA and then New Mexico State, I believe. And this is where they get a awakening, let's say. They have to go against a spread offense that is just shooting bullets right now. Utah State in a blowout at San Diego, -4.5. That's another 5-unit flat play. play the 2-team parlay, flat plets. That's all you need to do. Tommy, I think that's a pretty good way to go. And you know what? All I got to say is, may your next ticket be a winning one. We'll see you next time on Action Bets.